Welcome to the burning truth, where facts go up in smoke, where political betrayal is unforgivable when Casey Hendrickson's opponent commits it, but barely worth mentioning when his allies do something even more consequential. In January 2025, Republican Dan Schaetzle supported placing Democrats in secondary leadership positions on the St. Joseph County Council. In return, those Democrats voted for Schaetzle as council president. The arrangement was intended to encourage cooperation on nonpartisan issues, not to surrender the council presidency or give Democrats control of a Republican majority council. Casey Hendrickson nevertheless portrayed the agreement as an unforgivable betrayal. He accused Schaetzle of helping Democrats seize power, called him a fake Republican, and claimed that he had abandoned conservatism and Republican principles.
So Republicans in St. Joseph County, who elected Republicans to be the majority in the county council, now have Democrats in control of the county council because a Republican betrayed the Republican Party and voted Democrats into power.
Casey also gave Anthony, aka Andy, Rutten, and Randy Figg a platform from which to condemn Schaetzle. Figg characterized Schaetzle's actions as the ultimate betrayal and disgraceful. Anthony, aka Andy, Rutten went so far as to say that Schaetzle should formally renounce his association with the Republican Party. Their standard could not have been clearer. A Republican who helps Democrats obtain council leadership has betrayed Republican voters.
Truth, I am your host, Casey Hendrickson. As predicted, Dan Schaetzle has abandoned conservatism, abandoned Republican principles, and sided with the Democrats.
Then came January 2026. Republicans still held 5 of the council's 9 seats. Yet Democrat Bryan Tanner was elected council president by a 6-3 vote after Anthony, aka Andy, Rutten, and Randy Figg joined all 4 Democrats in supporting him. Rutten and Figg did not merely place Democrats in secondary roles as part of a bipartisan working arrangement. They handed the council presidency itself to a Democrat despite Republicans holding the majority. These were the same 2 Republicans who had condemned Schaetzle for doing less. That is the hypocrisy of Anthony, aka Andy, Rutten, and Randy Figg. They demanded Schaetzle's political exile for supporting Democrats in subordinate leadership positions, then cast the decisive votes to install a Democrat as president. And Casey Hendrickson's hypocrisy is just as glaring. Where was the extended episode denouncing Rutten and Figg as fake Republicans? Where were the accusations that they had abandoned conservatism? Where was the demand that Anthony, aka Andy, Rutten, and Figg renounce their association with the Republican Party? The outrage vanished because Casey's supposed standard was never applied consistently. When Dan Schaetzle pursued a bipartisan arrangement that kept him in the presidency and created opportunities to work together on nonpartisan issues, Casey treated it as an assault on conservatism. When Casey's political allies directly elected a Democrat to lead a Republican majority council, he produced no comparable public firestorm. Casey cannot credibly call secondary Democratic leadership positions a betrayal while overlooking his allies' votes for a Democratic president. Anthony, aka Andy, Rutten, and Randy Figg cannot brand Schaetzle's bipartisan arrangement disgraceful and then expect their own, more consequential votes to escape the same judgment. If Schaetzle was a fake Republican for what he did, what does that make Rutten and Figg? If Schaetzle abandoned conservatism, why does Casey refuse to say that they did too? This is not consistency. It is not accountability. It is partisan protection disguised as conservative commentary. The show is called The Burning Truth. But when the truth threatened Casey Hendrickson and his political allies, their principles and Casey's credibility went up in smoke.
The St. Joseph County Council, January 6, 2026. First order of business, election of officers for 2026. The president, do we have a nomination for president of the St. Joseph County Council?
I would like to nominate Bryan Tanner.
Mr. Rutten?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Mr. Figg?
Yes.
Passes 6-3. Congratulations, Mr. Tanner.